Hi everyone, so this week's topic is craft ideas for toddlers, kids and babies. And I have to admit I don't like doing craft with toddlers. I don't like that stage where they're putting everything in their mouth and then you give them paint and glue and crayons and it all just goes straight in their mouth. So I do take advantage with my toddler, Amelia, of playgroups. And I take her to playgroups and she gets to do craft there, and then I don't have to clean it up and I can keep a better eye on her. Hello, come here. With the older kids, now that they're a lot older, they tend to do craft on their own. I still don't like setting up craft and doing craft. The craft that they are most interested in is any kind of craft that they can do on paper. They have a cupboard with paper in it and a big box full of textures and pencils and crayons, and they get that out whenever they feel like it and draw all over the paper. You know, cut out shapes, they glue shapes to other shapes, they get sticks and glue the sticks to the pages. They really like doing stuff like that. As well as that, we do painting, but painting is something that we have to do outside because we have carpet on the floor in our dining room, which is where our big table is, and I don't want paint getting on the floor and they're still pretty messy. So they take that outside, we set it up on a big table outside, so I put all the paints there and they set it up themselves. I get big pieces of butcher's paper and I sticky tape them to a wall out there and then they paint. They pretty much pack that up themselves too. They're a lot older now, so they can deal with the mess afterwards, which is nice. The other thing that they really like doing is modelling clay. Modelling clay, that we keep it in the bottom of the fridge, and when they want to do it, it's another outside one. They go outside, they take off all their clothes except for their underwear, and they do modelling clay, and then pretty much I hose them down in the summer, or they come in and have a bath or a shower in the winter because it is very messy. But they really like that one because they can put their creations, you know, on the windowsill to dry out, and then they paint them later on. Play-Doh is a good one, which I do with Amelia. I do that in, we've got a small area at the back that's got tiles. I'll do it there. I won't do it again in the carpeted room because it gets mushed into the carpet and you can't get that stuff out. It's a fairly simple Play-Doh recipe, and it keeps in the fridge in an airtight container for, my last batch actually lasted about 6 months, and if it dries out on the edges, I just kind of cut the edges off and it's fine. So I make Play-Doh every 3 or 4 months, and Amelia likes it, but as I said, she's at that stage where she wants to put everything in her mouth. What other craft do we do? I do a lot of cooking, and I consider that craft from my point of view because I'm not very talented in that perspective. I did do a little bit of scrapbooking when I was younger before I had kids, but I don't do a lot of that now. So cooking is my creative outlet. So they help a lot with that. They help me make muffins, and even my second son, Charlie, he is really interested in learning how to cook. So I'm trying to teach him. So some of the craft things that we do at Playgroup are cutting and pasting. We cut pictures out of magazines and the kids paste them onto paper. We've done the egg carton caterpillars, so they paint the egg cartons, then we let them dry and we put you know, pipe cleaners for antenna. What else do we do? We've done the cutting out shapes in the potatoes and doing painting with that. Finger painting, always a good one. What else? Bubble blowing, where you get a tray of soapy water, put some food colouring in, and you blow bubbles in it until it bubbles up, and then you put paper on top and the paper goes all bubbly. It's really cool. Also, I think there's straw blowing. If you put a bit of paint on the page and then blow it with a straw to make pretty pictures, that's fun.
like I said.
So I hope you got some good ideas. Like I said, my older kids are very much outdoors, ride their bikes type of kids, and they're not that much into craft. Only Matilda, and she really just likes drawing. She'll just draw for hours and hours. So that's it, and I'll see you soon. Bye.